Dave and Heather, how's it going?
Going good. Thanks for having us on.
Hey, you're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're very welcome, and I'm glad it's going good. You're there in one of my favorite places, Deutschland, East Liebe, Deutschland. I love Germany.
Nice.
Oh, I know y'all do too. I've been watching your
Yeah.
videos. I've not watched all your videos, but it is a goal of mine because the first video I saw was about a year ago. I saw it. I'm like, man, I like this couple. That's just pretty cool. You
Cool.
had some friends or family, a little bit of both come over, and I was like, man, these are my kind of folks right here. I didn't know if you were in the military. I didn't know anything. I just knew you were Americans in Germany.
Yeah.
And then I read your introduction, which I have here. On this channel, we share our life as Americans living in Germany, from exploring new cities to trying local food. You got me there.
Yep.
To experiencing German culture and daily expat adventures. We decided not to stick to a script. I like that. So you'll get a mix of authentic, unscripted vlogs and random clips of journey abroad. That's what I like. And therefore, here we are.
Here we are.
Got you. So thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, you're very welcome. And before we even get started, folks out there, now you're watching this video, you're figuring out who's Dave and Heather. Well, we're going to find out together. Okay, make sure you go to Dave and Heather, check out their channel, hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll be able to see them, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so the bills are paid. The bills are paid. Right? So I'm going to start with you, Heather.
Yeah.
How's it going, Heather?
Hi, Darion. I'm good.
Good. Now, where are you from originally?
Augusta, Georgia. And
Oh,
then
you're from Augusta. Okay.
yeah, and then I lived in Florida for a little while. Lived in Fort Myers, and I worked for the city of Fort Myers in their engineering department for about 5 years. And just approving all of the stuff that came through for new land orders, like back in the day whenever there was a need for that. I don't know if you knew this, but Fort Myers in the Naples area was a boom, like big boom. And then in 2006, it hit, rock bottom with the housing market.
Oh, the housing market.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That was
So
awesome.
I moved back, or I joined the Air Force because my son was 13.
Thank you
So
for
I
your
joined the
service.
Air Force. Yeah. And I've known Dave all my life. We're Army brats. So my dad wasn't in the military, but I lived in Augusta, and Dave moved to Augusta when he was 16 or 17.
Yeah, about 16.
And then I met him at the flea market. So yeah, I'm from
How about
Augusta,
that?
born and raised. Yeah, I was working at the lemonade stand, and
How
he
about
came
that?
up, wanted a glass of lemonade.
You want some lemonade?
That was it. But he was older than me. He was like 4 years older than me. Now we could say but then he wasn't interested after he found out my age. He was like, eh.
Yeah. And the cool thing is that was back when they made lemonade out of the actual watering hose, like a regular watering hose.
Yeah.
And we saw it in the background. It's like, that's not like sprudel water or anything like that. That is straight water from the hose.
Well, it was South.
It was the South. I mean, that's probably helped my whole health, my immune system.
Yeah, probably. It was
You got the grass outside. You're outside the water hose.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Best.
And we had bees all over our hands, like when we were mashing the lemons and stuff. Yeah, it was legit country. Country time lemonade.
Right. There you go. In your own way.
That's right.
Exactly. So y'all met together. Now, where are you originally from, Dave?
I was born here in Germany. My mom's was German, and I was born in Erlenbach, which is in Bavaria, and a very little small town. And my father was in the military, so the good thing is we went back and forth from the States. It was Texas, Georgia, Germany, then from Germany back to Georgia, a couple of tours. So I was back and forth ever since I was young, all the way till my last time was 15, 16. My father retired in Augusta. So been a military brat my entire life.
Thank goodness, because that's when I got, I met him and everything, and we stayed friends throughout our whole young adult lives. And And he was just recently going through divorce, and I was going through, my military, moving up to the South, back home, and
Right.
we reconnected, and we've been together ever since. I think 16 years now.
I'm going to say 14, but I'll defer to you
It's
because
been
I don't want to get in trouble.
Newsflash, she knows.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He always wants to call, we have 2 anniversaries. So we've really been together for 32 years, if I count it, because we were married in 2 different years. We were really married in 2010, but then we, married in 2010, and then we got remarried or married on the beach in 2011. So we have 2 anniversaries. So if you count 2 anniversaries for marriage, then we've been together for.
So I have 2 chances to get it right.
Exactly. You don't have to even go to the third.
No.
The charm. You already got the charm.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
Exactly.
He's
so
the keeper.
what beach did you get married on?
Naples. We went to.
Naples Beach.
Yeah, that's where all my friends were, and the beach that's right. What is that beach called? It was top 10 beaches in the world. What is that name of that beach?
Not Sarasota.
No, I love that
Sanibel?
beach. No, it wasn't in Sanibel.
That's what I was thinking of.
It wasn't. I love the Coquina Shell Beach, the one that's in Sarasota. That one's beautiful.
Yes.
Siesta Key. I love that beach.
I love it. Longboat Key, all that stuff.
Oh, so beautiful. But too many sharks for me up there.
Oh, yeah. A lot of sharks.
Yeah. And then
No doubt about it.
Naples has like a beach, and it's just all picnic tables and beautiful beaches, and there's not too many folks there. And we got married at sunset.
Sunset. Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful ceremony.
That is awesome. I was an Army brat myself. My dad was Army. He retired Army. He's gone now. He's with the Lord, and I miss him so much. But there's not a day goes by I don't think about him.
Yeah.
And,
for sure.
But I lived in a place called Gießen as a kid. I lived there 4 years.
Okay.
And so I was, 7, 8, 9, and almost 10. So almost 4 years. Just about 4 years. It was just under 4 years. And that's where I learned how to say I love you in German.
Mm-hmm.
4th grade, our Hail Mula, he would come every week on Thursdays. I was at a DOD school.
Okay.
Yeah.
He would teach us German. And I remember Valentine's Day week, I want to teach your mothers, go home and say, Ich liebe dich. And so we're like, Ich liebe dich. You're trying to come on. And to this day, my mom and I, we say it all the time, and just, Ich liebe dich. It's just playing. We're not German.
That's cool. That's great.
But I do have a little bit of German in me.
Good.
And, it's a piece of metal about this.
Oh. Yeah.
My ankle. I broke all my bones in Germany.
That's insane.
When I broke my back in Graf, I broke my back in Graf. I was paralyzed, told never walk again. I'm walking.
Yeah.
And second, back in 2021, I used to do especially during COVID, do a lot of live streams and stuff like that. And I always said, man, as soon as they let us in there, I'm going to Germany, because it took me 19 years to get back. I went back in 2008. I always want to go back to Germany. Things always happen. Yep. I waited on a friend of mine. He goes, "You want to go to Germany?" He's like, "Yeah, one of those days." He's that type of person, and that's when I learned I'm not waiting on no one no more.
No.
And, I got married to my beautiful bride in 2007, and I said, "Hey, I want to go to Germany. You want to go?" She's like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I want to go there, and before kids and all that stuff, let's just have fun.
That's great.
Before we start adopting, because she was told she couldn't have kids.
Oh wow.
Which I'm going to fast forward. We have 2 kids, and they're ours. So that's
nice.
Just show you how much.
Great. That's awesome. That's great.
So my daughter just turned 17, and my son will be 16 in September.
That's great.
And and it's just like, but we did. We went to Germany, and when I went, I told my buddy, I said, "Look, we're going to Germany." I said, "I'm not waiting on you no more. You want to go?" He's like, "Yeah, if you promise never not to ask me again." And I said, "Okay." Well, long story short, he went with me. I was trying to play matchmaker because my sister-in-law lives in England.
Okay.
And we'll be brother-in-laws. We'll be family because we're like this. Even though he was Navy, but anyways, Army Navy thing. So, anyways, he went and he's like, "Wow, this is nice." Well, long story short, I've been back 35 times since 2008.
Wow,
that's
been back about 16 or 17, and that's only because of the schedule and everything.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, that's just a little bit of history. I'm trying to be quiet. This is about y'all. But
that's awesome.
That's great.
No, it's good to hear your history too. Like absolutely. Germany is one of a kind, isn't it? I told Dave when we first moved here, because he's lived here already. I've never experienced it, and all of our friends, Army brats that we grew up with, and we're like, you won't understand until you've experienced it, until you've actually lived over there and experienced it. And it's true. I came over here and visited Dave's mom, but until I actually lived here and in the culture, you really don't. I don't think you can appreciate the ambiance, how beautiful and clean everything is, how everybody follows the rules. It's just amazing. It's like living in the 80s or the times where we grew up. Still,
right. I remember your video. I watched sporadic, but there was one video that you were vlogging. You were driving to the store, and you were mentioning something that said that it was about a year ago since I seen that video. But when you're saying that, I remember that you were getting in the car and you were driving along. But anyways, but it's you can't explain it. It's a I'm hooked on a feeling.
It really is.
It's hard to explain. And people say, "You going to Germany again?" Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and again and again and again and again. Last year, I went 3 times.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So, summertime, I was there in July. I was there in September. And then K-Town for a really short trip. Really short trip back in December. And it was supposed to be my wife and I.
Yeah.
A date getaway type thing.
Oh, is that right?
My wife's a school teacher, right? So we're like, okay, our last day of school was the 19th, and Christmas Eve's right here, whatever. Hey, and I just made a thing. Say, hey, we got well, let me back up. I got a free voucher.
Nice.
A mess up in the airlines before. So I had to pay for one ticket, but we got a free voucher. I was like, I got a free voucher. Let's have a date night.
That's awesome.
That's a one-of-a-kind date night.
Yeah. And let's go to the Christmas markets because we wanted to go to the Christmas markets for long. It's been a long time since we've been. We were there in 2021 in December. That's another story. But back then they weren't fully open. It was just like
because of COVID.
Yeah,
right. And anyway, so my mother-in-law, which is 92, got sick.
Oh,
I can't go. I got to be here.
With your mother-in-law.
I understand that, and I actually. And I was without question because I'm going to be a good husband. I'm like, well, I just cancel my trip and just eat whatever. She's like, no, I'll be fine. We already paid for the hotels and the car. Just go.
Wow,
that is an awesome lady.
Tell me twice.
Got a winner.
But I said, I'll do it for you, baby. And, and she goes, she knows how much I love Germany. And spaghetti ice.
Yeah,
we can start on that.
I've seen enough of your videos to know that.
Right, and
you got a winner right there.
Yeah, exactly. So I have 4 days. So I went to go visit my friend Klaus of Germany. Have you seen him yet?
I have. I've seen 2 of his videos. Yeah.
Yes, and there's one with him and I. We filmed together, Spaghetti Ice and Schweinfurt.
Yep.
And, over the summer. Well, anyways, I went to go visit him and I flew into Amsterdam. Got a good deal. Flew to Amsterdam, got a car, drove. By the way, I got stuck in Manhattan.
Mannheim?
In England. Starts with an M.
Crowdon?
No, it starts with an M?
M.
In England?
Are you near a military base?
Manchester? Well, I had to change planes in something in England. Starts with an M.
It could be Manchester. There's
It is
so many little
Manchester. It is
towns there.
Manchester. It is
Yeah.
Manchester.
Yeah.
Okay, it didn't seem right to me because I never been to Manchester. It was
Yeah.
Manchester because I spent 9 hours there. So
Gotcha.
7.5, but 9 altogether late. So I got there late, drove into Cologne. It was a real quick. Got there like at midnight.
Mm.
I vlogged all that too. All that's vlogged.
Yep.
And then next day, we spent time at his house. We filmed some stuff together because we like to collaborate and all that
That's
stuff.
great. Yeah.
And hence, I like to do some with y'all, by the way. And
Yeah, for
and
sure.
absolutely. And we started, and then I hung out till nighttime to go to the Cologne Christmas market because I had 3 days in Kaiserslautern. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to Kaiserslautern many times, but never spent time there. And it's been a long time. The last time I was in that area, I stayed over by Ramstein at the Ramsteinerhof Hotel, right
Yeah.
off the base there.
Yeah.
That's right. I
This
saw
time,
that video.
right, and
Mhm.
and I was looking, and then right in the middle, I'm like, Dave and Heather, I'm right here, and it's midnight, and I got to leave like at 3 in the morning.
Man.
Gotta be kidding me. So ran out of time. So I kicked myself. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Because
Yeah.
I'm trying to get as much as possible. I spent one day just hanging around. I went got a good army haircut on the
Yeah.
army post. Then I went
Yeah.
to the mall
Yeah.
on Rhine and just walked around and ate German food at the German restaurant right there.
Yep.
Dude, we could have taken you to like Trier. That's our favorite spot.
Trier. Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't been
Trier.
there yet. I haven't been
Oh,
there yet. So if I could take a rain check,
Beautiful.
Take the rain check.
I would love
Absolutely. Come
that.
on over.
Yeah.
We're in the midst of moving, but we're moving to
We're in
a
this-
house that has like so many rooms.
Well, we have enough. We definitely have enough.
We have
rooms.
enough space.
And
Wow, that's awesome.
Trier is only 45 minutes away from
Yeah.
our house.
It's
Really?
our favorite place. So
That-
you see some videos
Yeah.
like of us. We always take our family there.
Yeah, if
It's
you
our
see-
favorite spot.
We've got
I have
3
seen that.
videos.
Yeah.
I have seen that, and that blew me away when you said you saw I was videoing right from the B&B hotel, and you said you go
Yes.
out there on the way to work.
That's how I go, because right under that bridge, because the Bahnhof is right there for
Yeah.
Kaiserslautern, and then there's a roundabout with all of the famous soccer players from Kaiserslautern.
Yes,
There's
right.
statues.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got
And
pictures. I need some selfies. Hey.
Good. Good.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I don't think you included that in your video. So I was
No.
like, oh, you're so close. You're right there. But I'm sure you would have seen it because you're right there at the B&B.
Further on that
You know?
on the train station side, right
Yes.
across
Yeah.
from B&B.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
All those guys hanging around. Now, I did. I spent one. I was just tired, and I was like, I don't care. I'm in Germany. I
Yeah.
was like,
That's great.
that day before, I was, when I was on oh, Dave and Heather. I went to Spaya,
Yeah.
and that was my last video. And then I ran into Passport 2. And,
Oh, did you really?
yeah. He's in my
that's
video,
cool.
actually. My last
Oh,
video that just came out.
You just posted that one.
Yep,
Like this
yep,
was
yep.
recent. Yeah.
Yep.
I
You
haven't
see
gotten
him
to
there?
that one
I
yet.
have to go watch it.
That was my last. I had 3. I ended up with 3 spaghetti house videos. Oh my goodness, 3 Christmas market videos.
So Spire,
Cologne.
good.
I
Yeah.
went to K-Town.
Oh, nice.
K-Town one.
Mhm.
Then I went to the Spaya, which I was calling it Spare. I went
Yeah.
Spare, and then I'm
Spire.
all this time to get Spire.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
in my mind I was like, oh, Spare.
Yes.
And then Donnie from Passport 2. Have you heard of that?
Yes. Yeah, I have. That's crazy.
You mean Spire? I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, Spare. He goes, no, Spire.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
It's the E's in the eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same with
And-
Trier. We may be saying it the American way, Trier,
Yeah.
because we've been corrected a couple of times in the comments, but even comments, you can't really tell exactly how to
How
pronounce
to say it. Yeah.
But a couple of Germans like, you're saying that awfully wrong. You are butchering
they will be
that.
the first to
They'll be the-
correct you.
yeah.
know.
I don't know if you know the comment section. If there's a German in your comment section,
Yeah, they will
correct you.
They will correct you, and they will tell you about yourself, and they will say, this is how we do it, and everything. I've learned
I
that
respect it.
I got the what's that? What do you call it? A thick skin when it
Yes.
comes to
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have to. Yeah, for sure.
German friends. I love my
Yeah.
German friends. I do, man.
Mhm.
And what's cool about YouTube, and is this meeting folks like y'all? You know, because when I
Thanks.
started this
Yeah, same.
this series, Americans living in Germany. Okay, it's sporadic because it's believe it or not, it's hard to get people who want to do this.
Sure.
There's YouTubers out there. Yeah, we're YouTubers, but they don't want nothing to do with. I mean, that's personality. I mean, and that's fine. And that's fine. But I think it's cool like this to we are on the same page. We're on the same page. Love in Germany. And I'm a proud American. But I love Germany too.
Yes.
And I'm proud to say I love Germany. And and of course spaghetti eyes. That's number one. But I think it's really really cool because I love people. And
We do too.
I just want to get here's what I like to do. Get a community of us. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all, everybody, Americans living in Germany, Americans wanting to be in Germany.
Yeah.
Together and collaborate and to have even meetups. Have meetups where, hey, we're fellow YouTubers. I could care less about how many subscribers I got or whatever.
Yeah.
It's about, I didn't do it for that. I didn't do it for monetization. I didn't do any for that stuff. I do it for the love of people and the love of Germany and traveling and everything. That's my goal. But and there's nothing wrong with that if you want to do all that stuff, but that's not my goal. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But it's definitely not my goal. My goal is people. And and that's what I love. But I also do other genres too. There's other YouTubers from different genres that man, I like this is a nice couple, or this is a nice person, nice guy, nice young lady, or whatever, just to meet and have a good time.
Yeah.
But
yeah, absolutely. And you are welcome.
Yeah.
Anytime you come over, please reach out. We will welcome you, and we'll go on a day trip together.
Man, I appreciate
barbecues.
that.
He's excellent.
You're Florida
really
way too. You come this way too. So absolutely. But it's just really really cool. Now, Dave, how long have you been in Germany altogether?
Well, it's a back and forth thing, but like this last one, we got here in 2019. But before that, I was back and forth because my mom decided to stay here when my father retired back in 1990. So I was back and forth seeing my mom for 2 weeks every 3 years, honestly. And to tell you the truth, I missed it so much because I like we were going to talk about Würzburg, obviously.
Yes.
Würzburg.
Yeah.
And I know, got to say it right. I'll get
don't get corrected. It's Würzburg.
That's right. So Würzburg is where I picked up skateboarding, which is like one of the best things that had ever happened to me. I just watched a couple of high schoolers do it, and I wanted to get into that little circle, but I didn't have the board. Long story short, I ended up getting a board, meeting the right people, and these people turned into long-term friends of mine. Like getting into that little clique, because that's exactly what it was. You know how it is in high school. You had your don't want to say jocks, but the jocks. You had the athletes. You had the Dungeons and Dragons guys, and then you also had skateboarding. And
punk rock girls. I was the punk rock girl on the sidelines watching the skateboarders.
Yeah.
There you go.
But a lot of those guys, because of the military, our fathers were either because my father was signal, so he was communications. And normally everyone that was here in Würzburg at the time, they went to Fort Gordon. It was either Fort Gordon, Fort Bragg, or
the whooping post. That's another story.
Yeah. That is another story. That thing's first.
Or Texas. So we all were in the same area, and so it wasn't when we all started coming back to the States. I came back to Georgia. I came to Georgia about 1989. I met up with back then there was no cell phones or anything, so we had to use the old phone book, and I got my best friend Chris Burnett. I looked down the phone book. There's like 12 Burnett's. On the third Burnett, I called. There you go. It was him, and he picked up the phone. He had a car already. He took me around. He let me see everything downtown Augusta. I loved it. I always wanted to get back to Germany, so that was really cool. But meeting him opened the doors. Meeting him again in the States opened up the doors for all of our other friends, and we all connected. And then in the 90s, it was just all skateboarding, meeting up, talking about Germany, and my love for always getting back there and staying, but it never happened. It was just a pipe dream, it never happened. And then before you know it, a couple decades passed, and Heather applied for a job over here and got a couple interviews, and she accepted, and we were out the door 2019.
You said Tschüss.
Yeah. I said,
Auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah.
Not even a best page.
Graduated.
You're gone.
Yeah. They're graduated in college, and we were okay to move. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So her son was already in college. My son was starting college, and was a 3-year difference, age difference, right? 3-year difference. Yeah, but they had their lives going on.
We're bad parents. I think it's 3 years. I know their ages. I'm a good mom. Ian is 29. Dalen's 26. 3 years.
I didn't have my first child till I was almost 40.
See?
So,
oh wow, that's awesome.
All that time, because this is just how it worked out. I met the woman of my dream. And she told me ahead of time. Even before all this, she goes, "I'm just letting you know." I'm like, "Too late. I fell in love with you. Whatever happened."
That's cool.
That's right.
That's awesome.
But little fun fact here: I got a friend named Chris Barnett.
Do you?
Wow.
Right there.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, Barnett. Yeah,
Barnett. Yeah.
It's close.
That's very close. Ours is Barnett.
Barnett. Okay. All right.
If you look on his YouTube or our YouTube page, Chris came over.
Yeah, Chris came over and visited too. He's got a big white beard.
Yeah.
I saw that then.
He's a lot taller than me, but then almost everybody else is. But he's a lot taller, and we went to Amsterdam together. He came over and saw my mom right before she passed. Yeah. So he was there to see that. Yeah. So he's my best friend, and he was able to just get me grounded in Augusta, and I stayed there for like 28 years. But when Heather got the job interview, and then she said, let's try this, right around 2018, we took a small trip to Germany, kind of like you take your small trips. Right. We took our small, maybe 2-week trip, maybe not even 2 weeks, probably a week.
It was 2 weeks.
And she's never seen Germany before. So I'm taking a Southern girl to this different land across the ocean.
Good.
Yeah, es war sehr gut. She was able to check out Würzburg, and she fell in love with it. And it kind of solidified the fact of, hey, we're going to take this job. And next thing you know, in 2019, we packed it all up and moved over here. But then, the pandemic hit, COVID hit. So right when we got here, everything started shutting down in March, and that was like the worst, but Germany handled it so well.
They did.
Just everything happened so fast, but Germany just was on top of it.
They all work together. You know how it is over here. They all work together. Everybody does things together. They move together. They talk together. Yeah. And even if they have disagreements, they still work together. So it was really smooth. Yeah. There wasn't any issues really. When it was
going on military posts, were they strict? They were.
Very strict. Very strict.
You had to carry your COVID card with you.
Always had a COVID card
for your shots.
Yeah.
I remember because when I went back in 2021, I went the day it opened. The June 26th, when they allowed Americans in there, I was on that plane. As soon as I found out, I was I bought me a ticket because where I was saying earlier, when I said I want to be on the first plane out. Well, I'm a man of my words. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. If I can't, I'll give you a reason why what happened. But but I was on the plane, and the funny thing is, when I got to Germany, I asked the guy. I said, "So how many planes from the United States?" He goes, "You're the second one." I'm like, "Oh, the second one." I said, "When was the first one?"
Cool.
He goes, about 20 minutes ago. And I was like, okay, that's close enough.
Wow.
That's pretty cool. That's cool.
From all over the United States. I was the second one. And going into Frankfurt anyway.
Yeah.
But,
wow.
That's really cool.
It was very secure, but we did have to have COVID cards.
And we had red zones that we couldn't travel to. So if you're military affiliated, which we are, there's red zones that the military are allowed to travel to during COVID times. Like they were the red areas, meaning they were inundated with COVID, so you weren't allowed to go there. Wow. And then that lifted eventually.
And I'll tell you, one of the best things about, unfortunately, for that to happen to everyone, but we were allowed to go out, and we would go out because Germany's full of open fields, and you can take the dogs and just go wander forever. It's amazing. So
yeah, and everybody was out there.
everyone was out.
Yeah, it wasn't just, Germans love to walk, so
Exactly.
it wasn't just us. We were all out, fresh air.
Fresh air.
It was so nice. It
Yeah.
was just, it was.
Now, did they talk more back then? Now, I just watched a video this morning of, and you made a videos back in, I think, November. If someone just say, "Hey, what's up?" or you said, "What up?" or say something going by.
I'm the kind of guy, though, I will say something first.
Yes,
there are a lot of, if they're all in a group, if Germans are in a group and you say hello, one or two of them are going to say hello first.
Yes.
If it's just one person walking, it's a little rough. It's a little, you have to feel it out.
Unless they know you.
And then, small towns and villages around here, they're very open to the Americans because we're in Kaiserslautern. We've got the most military, most Americans actually in all of Europe.
They all
right here.
Pretty much speak English.
So everything's catered to the Americans anyways. You do still have a couple of people that really don't want the Americans here on the economy. And then you also have those that accept it. And luckily for me, I can speak German. So our first neighbor that we had, he did not know how to approach me because I didn't look German. I looked Spanish. And the snow fell, and I'm pretty sure you'll know this, but once the snow hits the sidewalks, it's your responsibility. Whatever house you're living in, you have to clear those sidewalks off. And if you don't, you can get a fine. The neighbors will tell on you. So you get up at 5 or 6 and you start shoveling snow, and the neighbor did the same thing. And his wife came and looked at me, and we met after that, and she said that her husband was really nervous to meet me or even say anything to me because he didn't know that I spoke German. She told him somehow we had in passing that I could speak German. And after that, we're having beers together. The weekends we're partying together. And it goes to show that they're standoffish, but if you try.
I wouldn't even say standoffish. I would say shy.
Shy, but also standoffish, honestly. And Darren, I've seen some of your videos. You go and you just approach anybody, and you'll say hello to them.
And they're friendly.
Hello.
And they're friendly. It's all about how you approach them, I guess, So I do the same thing. I can't just, if I make eye contact with you, I'm going to say hi and hope you say hi back.
Whatever neighborhood we move into, I always am the one to wave first. Nobody waves at first.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to.
You get the.
Then everyone waves.
After about, not even a year, about 6 months later, everybody waves first. So it's Dave said it one time, I'll get the whole neighborhood waving.
Yeah, which helps. It really does.
I was at the Aldi. Now, my goal and dream is to speak fluent German. Now, I got a long ways to go, and I got a lot of dreaming to go still. Okay. I mean, I can get around, surely. I can understand more than I speak, if that makes sense.
No, makes sense.
But I can't say, I'm fluent, because I'm not. But I at least try. And I was at the Aldi, right down from B&B. You go from the B&B, the Aldi's on the left?
Yeah. Yeah, the Aldi, yeah.
Yeah, and I was talking to the register there, and the lady, she was all just prune face, I said, hello, schönen Tag. And, and I just started talking like that, and she sort of smiled, and beep, 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 beep. It was done like 3 seconds.
It was done.
Everything, and I got my money ready, because I know to be ready, because there's someone behind me.
That's right.
So it was just stuff and everything, and I was talking about the store and all that stuff, and in German, and she's like, Dankeschön for at least trying to speak German.
For trying, absolutely.
Yeah, she appreciated that, and she stopped for about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. And she says, you have some work to do, but you try.
Yeah.
At least she was honest.
Yeah.
You're always honest.
But I like putting smiles on people's faces. I want people.
I'd
rather lift people up than put them down.
Absolutely.
But when I left, she had a smile on her face, and she goes,
"That's what it was about."
We need more of that in the world.
Beep 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 beep.
Yeah.
About herself.
Yeah.
But it was cool though. It really.
That's awesome. Yeah, we need more of that in the world. People to just take a second and say, "Guten Tag." Schönen Tag.
Yeah.
I firmly believe if everybody in the world, all the people who has wars going on, any kind of strife or anything, if they all meet up at a German ice cafe and have a big old plate of spaghetti. You see my spaghetti eyes back there?
Yeah.
Spaghetti eyes.
You got a picture of you with the spaghetti eyes, yeah.
Right, and there's Darion right there, Fontanella, the inventor spaghetti eyes.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, I saw that in your video.
Yeah,
too.
we saw that.
I got to meet him and everything. That was awesome. But if everybody has spaghetti ice together, there'll be peace.
Let me tell you,
in the world.
I've never known anyone that likes spaghetti ice more than you. I mean, and I'm here, so it's all over the place. But do you ever think of making it on your own over there? Because you only need a potato squeezer.
Well, I have it.
I wanted to bring this out to you real quick while we have a moment.
Oh, look at you! Yes.
Right here. I don't know if you can see it.
I do. I see it perfectly.
You just squeeze it out, and it makes. Well, you have to use vanilla, obviously, because that is what you use.
Absolutely.
And this will do it for you.
Right. Do you have one of these?
Do you have one of these?
I do. From Germany.
There you go.
What?
From Deutschland.
Oh, yeah. There you
go. I made a video about 5 years ago when my kids were little. It seems like forever.
Yeah.
Making spaghetti. It was during COVID. What? It was during COVID, and I made a video of how to make spaghetti ice, and my kids were way smaller than now.
Is it still on your channel?
It's still on my channel, yeah.
I'm gonna have to check that.
Check it out.
That might be something you could revisit because you love it. Well, it's one of those things where I'm like, you're the only one I know that like you come over here. Your mission is to have at least 3. And are you? And if I don't know if this is personal or not, you can cut this out if you want to. But were you on the carnivore diet?
Yes, and
are you still on it?
I still am.
Okay, except when you come to Germany.
When I come to Germany. Now here's the story, and I'm definitely sticking to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Before I started the carnivore diet, which I lost a lot of weight. I used to be a big boy. I have my own area code. All right. Yeah. It's all right there because I eat anything that moved. And if it didn't move, I got a big knife. I cut it and I ate that too. I ate the knife and everything. Okay. I deal with back pain. I broke my back in Germany. I'm not paralyzed no more, but I deal with chronic pain all the time. Hence the chronic part. But I don't like taking medicines. My medicine was food and lots of it, especially meringue pie. And all kinds of peach ice cream, Breyer's peach ice cream. That's my American favorite, which I
love Breyer's too. Yeah,
me three, but nothing beats spaghetti ice.
Yeah, I know.
And I was on a cruise with my cousin, and we was a group cruise and everything. I'm very involved with the cruising community too.
Nice.
But I'm all Germany first. I mean, but there's a cruising community that I love. We're all friends, and in fact, I'm having my 6th annual meetup, Helen, Georgia.
In Helen, I've seen one of yours. I think that's when I first was introduced to your channel.
Right,
Helen, Georgia.
6th one already, and it's all kinds of folks are coming, including a friend of mine. Have you heard of Walter's World?
I know Walter's World too. I've seen when I first got here. I watched him.
Well, he's coming. Him and his wife's coming to my meetup.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
We've been friends since 2008. And
now,
remember 2008, that's when I first went. It took me 19 years to get back in 2008.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know what I heard of YouTube and subscribe and all that stuff. And I just got back from Germany, and I was in Munich and all that. And I'm watching the video on YouTube. I was like, oh, who's this guy? Man, this guy knows a lot about Munich, Germany.
He sure does.
Subscribe. I'm like, I don't want to pay for nothing. You know. Anyways, so I did my research. I'm like, oh, it's free. Okay.
Subscribing is free.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so whatever I'm doing, I don't know what I'm doing, but subscribe. And I started watching his videos. That's 2008. But over the years, we became friends. We met up several times.
Yeah.
His videos, he's definitely been on mine. And stuff like that. He hit over 1 million subscribers last year.
Yes, absolutely.
Great.
Yeah.
And every year he wanted to come to this meetup, but has always interfered with his kids. He's a professor at Illinois.
Wow, I did not know that. I thought he was still. Does he still live in Germany?
No, he's in Illinois.
He's in Illinois now.
But he goes all over the place.
Wow, I thought he was. Some reason I thought he still lived in Europe. But
no, they lived in not Spain, but Portugal.
Portugal?
The firstborn was born there, I believe.
Okay.
Somewhere over there. Lisbon. Was it Lisbon? I don't want to mistake.
Probably.
But somewhere over there.
Close to a military base.
not only Europe, but he goes all over South America and all these other places.
Yeah.
But he has a lot of Europe, a lot of Germany stuff.
Yes.
In there.
Yeah.
And like I said, we've been friends over the years, and he's finally making it because
That's great.
his one son's in college, and his other son's still there. And it's like we can. And funny thing is, he gave the announcement we're doing this. I had him as my guest on a podcast, just like this, and he's sitting there, he's doing something. I can't, but I'm not really paying attention. I'm just talking, and I'm looking, and I said, "Well, I'm going to be respectful of your time and all that stuff, and the normal stuff." And he goes, "Hold on, I'm not done yet." I'm like, "Okay,
okay."
So I started got in interview mode and started interviewing again and everything. And finally he said, I don't remember exactly what he said. He goes, "Okay, got it." I'm like, "What?" "I'm going to Helen." He spent the whole time looking for flights to Helen.
Oh, is that right?
That's so
my
cool.
podcast.
To surprise you.
Exactly. And so
what a friend.
Awesome. What a good guy. What a good guy. He's got such a good personality.
Yeah, Dave's marketing too.
Yes, definitely. And I wasn't because I can't speak for my wife, but I'll let you know. Well, it wasn't 20 minutes later, he texted me because, on the text, he texted me, he goes, "Oh, I got what Jocelyn's coming too."
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're in Georgia, if y'all in Georgia in just a few days, it's March 6th, 7th, and 8th.
It's coming this 6th, 7th, and 8th?
That's pretty awesome.
That's great.
6th annual Helen, Georgia meetup.
That's awesome. I know you're going to record.
So awesome. We'll be looking for your video. I wish we could.
There'll be a lot of different YouTubers there from all genres, including the us traveling, European travel, all kinds of travel. The cruise community is big there.
Yeah,
we just all became friends during the COVID years, the C word years. I hate that word COVID. The C word years.
I know.
Yeah,
messed up my Germany trips for all them times.
Yeah,
and everything. So it's just growing every year. So we have we meet for spaghetti ice on Friday at 2:00.
Cool.
My friend, she's German.
Yeah.
He's American. He was in the army and stuff like that. Long story short, he closes the shop for my group. So
that's great.
2 to 3.
That's so cool.
And it's overflowed. He's like, "Man, I get so much." So everybody comes, and there's more than spaghetti house. There's all kinds of flavors.
That's great.
Saturday, I don't like to schedule every second of the meetup. Who wants that?
No.
Do your vacation, go do whatever. But at 6:00, we meet for the dinner at the Hofbrau House, not Munich. Not Munich. Don't go to the Hofbrau House in Munich.
I know.
There's one there, and the owner there, he always caters to us. And in the back, he closed the shop, the whole restaurant down 2 years ago.
For you guys?
Yeah. He put a sign out, it's closed. This is just this group only.
Dang.
So basically, whoever shows up, but
wow.
it's kind of cool. They're very, very accommodating in Helen.
That's great.
Yeah, we have a picture at the Hofbrau House.
Yeah.
Upstairs, we were eating. It was my first time eating German food. Matter of fact.
Right. Well, no, in Helen.
Oh, in Helen. Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, we actually did one of our.
Oh my gosh, we did like 2 of our
anniversaries.
Trips. We did an anniversary there.
Yeah.
The second anniversary, though, do not stay. You have to check the B&Bs to make sure that they have electric and that they have running water.
Can I tell the story really quick?
Oh my gosh.
This is hilarious.
Absolutely.
She tried to surprise us for our our anniversary, and she said, "Hey, I got us a little Airbnb. It's in a treehouse." I was like, "A treehouse?"
I was like, "This is so cool."
What? I was like, "Can I see this?" She was like, No. Just be surprised. I was like, "Okay, cool."
And we have the dogs.
We have our dogs, and this is up in Helen, and so it was right across from the town. But it's where
the zip line is.
There's a zip line there. I'm not sure where that is.
State Park.
I think so.
Yes, it's right when you go into Helen, right at the beginning.
Yeah.
There's a zip line. In the back there, where you have the zip line, you actually have to take a 4-wheeler.
Yeah, they give you a 4-wheeler so that you can go up to one of these tree houses and stay the weekend. So I was excited about it. We had the dogs with us. We got there. We opened the little cabin door, and it's so small, quaint. It's fine. We got that. It's cool. No electricity.
No running water.
I said, can I see what you just, because it was online. I was like, can I see what you rented? What did we rent here? Sure enough, it says no electricity, no running water. I was like, oh my goodness.
Middle of the summer,
heat. We did have like a propane tank or whatever. We did cook out there. It was great. But the craziest part was the ticks. I've never had ticks before. I didn't know what I was going through.
Wow.
The dogs had them all over.
Talk about character building.
Very much.
Character there?
It really did. I was bummed out at first, but at the same time, it's like, there's no way we're going to beat this.
No,
There's
we were
no
in
way.
the middle of the woods. There wasn't a light around
Yes.
us. The stars were like right there. So
Yeah, it was beautiful,
it was worth the ticket.
itchy, but beautiful. And that was like a Helen. That's one of our Helen trips. So other than that, I love Helen for the fact of that you can get real German beer there. Like not just Weiss beer, because in the States, I don't know if you know this or not, I'm not sure if you're a big beer connoisseur, but a lot of the grocery stores or the liquor stores themselves, they predominantly Weiss beer, which is just the Hefe beer, like the Hefeweizen, right? And this one, Helen can get any of them. They can get the Dunkels. They can get they have Erdinger. That's like a really popular beer here, but over there it's super expensive. Where I can get like a 6-pack for €6. Over there, you're paying $7 for one at one of those restaurants. It was worth it though. I would do it again if I had to, but I don't have to anymore. We're here, so.
They buy them by the cartons here. My goodness.
Yeah, we buy them by the
Germans
case.
can drink some beer.
And going back to what you're saying about the carnivore diet,
Yes.
I had the same kind of issue. I had an issue with my Achilles. I put too much weight on living over here. Believe that or not, it's had a lot to do with bread, beer, all of the good stuff here in Germany. But my doctor told me I had to lose at least 10 pounds, and I ended up losing 20 on keto. So I did a keto diet, which is super similar to the carnivore. And it worked out very well. I did a video on that on our channel too, but I wanted to show that you could do keto here in Germany if you really want to, but you have to be strict about it. Just like that was a question I really wanted to ask you, is like, as far as the carnivore diet that you've mentioned a couple times in your videos, how do you stay on that? Besides the fact you say you only eat the bratwurst part, not the brötchen, but you and your spaghetti ice, I'm like, man, he's already off carnivore.
Well, what happened? Okay, now I'm my first. I'm gonna back up a little bit. I was on the cruise with my cousin, and we had a bunch of people there, and I was like, man, cuz you're looking good. What are you doing? He goes, I'm on the carnivore diet. Now, I'm eating a lemon meringue pie while he's saying that. I'm sitting there. I said, diet? I said, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm all, this is good right here. And because I told him that I had a 9.8 A1C, which scared me.
A 9.8?
9.8 A1C.
Okay.
So the doctor says, we're going to go ahead and we can put you on
pills
shots every day. And I said, hold the chart here.
Wow.
I said, wait a minute. I said, let me make some changes. And I started making changes just before this interaction. Mm-hmm. And I was down to about like an 8.8 at this time when I'm talking to my cousin. So I was trying, but with a lemon meringue pie on my face.
What is it supposed to be, Darren? What's it supposed to be?
Well, normal, I think, is anything below 6.
Wow. Okay.
Which, by the way, I maintain a 5.4, 5.5 the last 2 years, 2.5 years.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
Good job.
Thank you. But during this interaction, he goes, you ought to, I said, what do you mean, meat? He goes, yeah, exactly, meat. And he goes, you ought to try it for a month. And I'm like, well, I eat meat all the time. I love vegetables. I don't dislike vegetables. I love meat. And he goes, well, you got to stay away from vegetables. I'm like, what?
Uh-huh. That's what I heard too.
I like vegetables. I've always have. I mean, I was a lucky guy. Still am, and I'll explain. But I said, man, I'm good. I'm like, you want a piece? I'm like, you want a bite? I'm doing all this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shut up, Darren. So anyways, and then later on, a couple of days later, he goes, cuz, I love you, man. At least do it for 2 weeks. Try it for 2 weeks.
Wow.
And this is after talking, throughout the couple of days.
Sure.
And I said, well, I could do anything for 2 weeks. I'll try. I'm going to commit myself to try it. So what did I do?
Mm-hmm.
I came home. All right. I came home and told my wife, guess what I'm going to do? Well, that weekend, I set a date. Okay, I'm going to start this date. That whole weekend, I ordered me, not my family, extra large pizza, 2 gallons of peach Breyers ice cream,
Oh yeah.
egg custard pie, which I love egg custard pie, lemon meringue pie, not a slice, the whole
You're
thing.
making me hungry.
And so I'm sitting there, go to Publix, get egg custard pie.
Yep.
All right. And so I ate the whole thing. I didn't share nothing. I said, because on this day, I'm getting my head straight.
Gotcha.
I'm going to start it.
Yeah.
So I ate anything that moved and went to the store, got some more, actually. I did. I got a lot of stuff. But
Wow,
Reese's candy, I've had a Reese's peanut butter cup since that day.
Yeah.
But that Sunday before I started, I went and got like a whole bag of 6-pack Reese's. I ate every
Of the
one.
Reese's. Wow.
Put them in the freezer,
Yes.
Good. This is good.
Oh my
I
gosh.
felt the fatness on me, right?
No doubt. Yeah.
But the day I started, the next day, I said, all right, I woke up. I'm like, okay,
Wow. Uh-oh.
you could have fried eggs. You could have, as long as it's cooked in butter, real butter, not margarine, all that stuff.
Right.
You eat meat as long as it's cooked in the animal's fat and all that stuff. So I'm this is easy. I love meat. And so, so for 6 months, that's what I did. Well, I went through the 2 weeks. I'm like, I feel
You
better.
noticing it?
Well, not necessarily in the gut and looking at it, but I feel better. I'm feeling better.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel good. I'm walking. I'm like, I'm not out of breath. What's up with that?
Yeah.
And then I felt like a little loose on the waist.
Yeah.
But you look in the mirror, it's still me.
I know.
That's
all of
awesome.
me.
Yes.
And so I kept going. I said, I'm going to keep this going. I'm seeing results in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't think I lost anything that noticeable. But then I did it a month. I lost like 2 pounds.
Okay.
I'm feeling
bummed
better,
out.
better each and every day.
Yeah.
And then 2 months came. I'm like, wow, this is easy. I mean, meat. I love this, and I'm good,
Yeah.
Well, the 6-month mark came, and I'm really feeling
Wow.
good. But there's this thing called being regular. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I'm in there.
Thank you.
I'm sitting there. How do I say this? Well, I can't make the face either. Anyways, so I'm in there.
I understand.
We get it.
We get it. We get it.
I called the dietitian, the doctor, and he got me a dietitian, and she said my dietitian is an awesome lady.
Yeah.
And she says, Darion, she calls me by first name. Promise me, you got to eat a little bit of salad, a little bit of broccoli a couple times a week. Can you do that? She goes, I don't like it. You eat it every day, but at least a couple times a week.
Okay.
And to keep regular, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But I was so afraid of messing up what I've done. I was scared of that.
Yes. Yeah.
So I started out real slow, and I noticed a difference in that too. But nothing changed in my journey.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, well, I love broccoli. I'm like, this is kind of cool. Okay, something different with my meat.
Yeah. Okay.
And so this is my October 23rd was 3 years ago. This past October.
Okay.
Wow.
And I'll share with you.
Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you. This is a picture of me 2 days before, actually 3 days, 3 days before my started my diet.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see, October. That was 2022. Wow, time flies. Okay, here goes. It really does.
It does. Oh, I know. Yeah. Especially
here it comes. All right, here it is. This is I keep saying 2 days, but 3 days before. Now I'm on a cruise here.
Before the carnivore.
Right.
Man, look at that.
Right there.
Oh my gosh, you don't even look like the same person.
What? Yeah.
Wow, yeah, you don't look like the same person.
Yeah, I could see the chin.
You see that big old Bubba?
Yeah.
This is me now.
Yeah.
Good.
That's great, man.
job.
That is really awesome.
Wow.
Went from that
It works.
to this.
Do you want to work out or anything?
Yeah, that was my next question.
I walk. But mainly it's just diet. But I walk when I can because I got a bad back.
Yeah.
So I can't do any heavy lifting because of my back.
Absolutely. You can't exercise like that. Yeah.
Right. But just diet alone.
That's great.
That is awesome.
And then you reward yourself by coming to Germany and having some spaghetti eyes.
And there we go. I don't eat no ice cream here. I don't eat no. Now this past Christmas, I ate my mom's potato salad in one bite.
You had to. It's your
Which,
mom's.
I was like, oh, and I got my one bite. I'm good.
That's willpower.
That is very good willpower.
But see, I'm a result driven. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I'm doing this. This is the result.
Yes.
Do that over and over again. That's going to be the result.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
That's
Now,
Dave. Yeah.
Before I did my diet, I kid you not, I'm not exaggerating, guys. I'm not. I promise you. I have witnesses to contest this.
Mm-hmm.
All right? When I go to Germany, I would have 5 or 6 at least spaghetti ice a day.
Jeez.
A day.
Wow.
And I would have fun saying it was a fun thing, but in my heart, I'm like, is this
That's
true?
a lot of spaghetti.
Yeah, what is going through your head after that? Like, are you cheating?
But in my heart, no, before.
Oh, before.
Yeah, not
Okay.
now. Yeah,
Okay.
this is before I would eat 5 or 6 a day. And
Okay.
my rationale was, hey, there's another ice cafe around the corner. We'll exercise. We'll walk 2 blocks to another ice cafe.
Yeah.
Ice cream. You know,
Wow.
that was my
It's the ice crawl.
exactly. Now ice crawl. I like that. So now when I go to Germany, yes, I have spaghetti ice, just not every day and not 5 a day.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 every other day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, So now my last trip to Spaya, I had 2 because I knew the next day I had to go back to home and there's no more spaghetti ice. So in my video that came out last week, I'm in Spaya. I'm saying that right?
Yeah.
Spaya.
I'm going to watch that one. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I already had 1 in there. And then Donnie made a funny remark on my spaghetti ice, by the way. Donnie from Passport 2.
Yeah.
I'll save it for that. But when I finished my video, I had that other spaghetti ice cafe. I knew exactly where it was at. I went straight there. I already said bye to Donnie. It was Donnie and his family, but he didn't want his family in the video, which,
of course.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And but we all had a great time. Him and his wife are awesome.
That's
kids.
great.
Had a great time. And awesome people. And anyway, so I went there straight there. Spaghetti ice. I had 2 more bratwursts on the way. I walked to the train station.
Oh,
I had my
the
car
bratwurst here.
in K-Town.
Yeah.
But I like taking the train too. So I took the train from K-Town to Spaya.
Yes.
Yeah.
And doing all that. But yeah, so I still have it. And I'm ready to book a flight right now to get some spaghetti.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Oh my goodness.
That's hilarious.
Well, you're welcome over anytime.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And likewise here, when is your next visit to the United States?
We're not sure yet because I just started my new job. Well, I will be starting March 16th. I can't say where, but I'm an international payroll specialist end-to-end. So I do payroll and everything, benefits.
I'll send you my name, my social security number, and you can just we can do it internationally. And joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
No, this is my busy time of year. Tax season. So it is my busy time of year. But
it'll take us a little while to get over there.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while.
Just for the viewers, you don't have to disclose anything you don't want to. But what type of work do you do?
Me? International payroll.
Dave.
This guy, I'm in marketing. So I work for
marketing.
Marketing manager.
I'm a manager here for the military community. The military, we try to get them to enroll in classes with us here in Ramstein. Awesome. And so, that's part of my job is to help facilitate that and a couple other things. But it's got me back here in Germany. It's opened a lot of doors here.
So
for sure.
Our goal here is now. I've learned a long time ago, never say never. All right.
Yeah. For sure.
My kids they're in high school, right? And I'm not rushing nothing because I love this stage.
Of course.
Sometimes it's like, I'm going to wring their neck. What are they doing?
Oh, we've been there.
We've been there.
but eventually, I would like to keep my house here in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Germany for 3 months at a time.
Yeah.
Slow travel. That's what I'm looking for. Slow travel.
I saw that. That's
a month in K-Town. Spend a month in Garmisch. Spend a month in beautiful Schweinfurt. I love Schweinfurt so much.
Yes.
I spent a lot of time.
Do you?
And have you ever been to Schweinfurt?
No, I haven't. He has.
Yeah, because Würzburg, it's only like 40, not even 40 minutes.
I think all of Bavaria is beautiful with the waterfalls and the creeks.
Absolutely.
It's all. It looks like fairy tale land. In fact, that's where who was it from up there? He did the fairy tale book.
The Grimm brothers.
Brothers Grimm.
Brothers Grimm.
Brothers Grimm. Yeah, Grimm brothers.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're from Bavaria, right before you get to Fulda.
Yep, right by Fulda.
Oh, now I was there in the 70s as a kid, and that's when I fell in love with spaghetti ice. By the way.
Oh.
Yeah.
1977. We would lived in Gießen, and my parents on Wednesday night, the whole church would go to the ice cafe, and the place stayed open, right? So we would all go there. And my dad, I'll never forget my dad saying, all my buddies are getting ice cream. And my dad said, I want you to try that right there. He was picking on me. I didn't know it. I said, Dad, I don't want no spaghetti. My friends are getting, I want some ice cream. I already ate. Cool. And he goes, you're going to have it. But Dad, I don't want no spaghetti. I'm 7 years old. I'm 8 years old.
Yeah.
I want to say 77. I was 8 years old. What in the world? And he goes, you're going to do it. And he's acting all mean and good. So I'm sitting there looking at him. I don't like this. I'm looking at him. I'm picking at it. What in the world?
Yeah.
He goes, try a bite. Man, I'm sitting there. I see all my friends licking ice cream and everything. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, man, this is whatever. So I took a bite and I went,
yeah. And that
what
was
is it?
Daddy?
My parents said my head didn't come back up. My head didn't come. I was like,
yeah. And that's where the love came. I get it now. It makes sense.
It's crazy.
Makes sense to me.
Story.
That's great.
And so
that's awesome.
That's how that happened.
Yeah, but, that's great.
Oh my goodness.
That's how Dave is with gummies.
All kinds of things, honestly.
Yeah, really, all kinds of things.
Hanutas, gummy bears, just gummy bears. Haribo.
Gummies.
Gummy bears, yeah.
Like the Smurf gummies.
That was before, like, when we were in Georgia, and I would say probably 2017. I mean, you couldn't get a lot of the different Haribo flavors, It started to get to where Walgreens was starting to carry like a whole section of Haribo, different kinds, and I was so excited about it. Here I am, like way older, but I'm like, man, there's not just cola gummies anymore. There are so many different kinds. So getting over here, I kind of take it for granted because every big German grocery store has a full aisle of all of the Haribos.
Nothing but gummies.
Yep.
I enjoyed your Aldi haul, by the way. That was cool. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I've done 2 of those now, and I wanted to show how cheap it was, and just easy items, like nothing really crazy. But it's good to know that the prices here are still reasonable. And whereas in the States, I know they're getting a little crazy, and that's one thing we're really thankful for and blessed for, that we can just go right to a Lidl or an Aldi, and it's like, and there's other stores obviously, because you visit one when you get to the airport, right? What is that one that you go to?
Let me see.
Is it Rive?
Yeah, Rive. Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah. It popped in my head.
I like going to grocery stores. I like going in there and smell the fresh stuff and everything.
Exactly.
And I price compare. I'm like, wow, look at that. Wow, look at that. And I bring back a suitcase full of coffee.
I saw that. I saw that. I was like, how are you getting coffee in there? It's like, it doesn't matter. You just put it into your luggage and you can just put it on as a carry-on.
Yeah, you can put it on your carry-on too. Sometimes I do carry-ons.
Yeah.
So I stuff it. That and Synth.
Yeah. You have to have some Synth in there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, when I check my bag, I could put as much as I want in there.
Yeah.
But
okay.
For the Synth, it's got to be the smallest tube.
Does it really?
Not the biggest tube.
It's good to know. Yeah.
So I get like 5 small ones.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
In there.
Can you do it on not the carry-on, but like if the one that you check?
The check-in?
You can put as much as you want. You can fill it up, nothing but Synth.
Nice.
I wish I had a spaghetti ice suitcase.
Yeah.
Put everything in there.
Yeah.
But I tell you,
that would be funny. Sir, we've got a lot of melting items in your suitcase here.
It'll ruin everything.
What are you talking about?
What you talking about?
Yeah. But it's really cool. So the one thing I did want to say on this podcast as well is that, living over here as Americans, there's a couple good benefits having like a SOFA status. Are you familiar with SOFA?
Yes.
Like Status of Forces Agreement. So
is that like the couch status over there? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I wish it was
I
combined.
cracked myself up. So
Yeah. But it, having that here is a benefit too, because we still being over here, especially for Heather, there are some. I can't really speak for her, but I'm going to. She's sometimes we go on base because we can still get American products, and that's something like we need in our food sometimes. She's from the South, so she's going to want to get some flour that is American flour, just for example, or like tortillas. We can get the German tortillas, but they're not the same as like your standard American style tortillas, even though that's not even really
And then American white
Spanish,
cheese.
but white cheese and all the
right.
yeah, things that can make like a Mexican dinner, anything like that.
Or Southern fried chicken.
Southern fried
pork chops.
Collard greens.
Anything.
That's a big commissary too, by the way, in Ramstein. That's a big commissary.
Yes, and that's my. I wanted to ask you this question, hoping you don't have to answer this if you don't, or cut it out. You still have base privileges?
Yes.
That's awesome, because you said you got a haircut. You went to the Ramstein restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
How are you? How? That's awesome.
The only
you retired?
I still have my ID card, but the only thing I cannot do because of SOFA, I'm not able to purchase anything on base. Like I go to the food court, I can do all that stuff, I go to a restaurant, but I can't buy anything at the BX,
or
the commissary, the PX, anywhere.
Wow.
Even, I go to Garmisch a lot too, and and all that stuff. But you could. I love going to Edelweiss. I love that place.
Me too.
They know me down there. I walk in and say, "Hey, welcome back, Darion." Hey, thanks.
No, that's great. That's awesome.
But now, if I'm there 30 days or more, I'm able to go get the pink slip.
Oh, okay.
You go down to the tax office on base.
Yeah.
And get the pink slip and do it that way.
Yeah. And I would think that since you're coming over here to visit, the last thing you want to do is see something American.
Right.
But for us,
it's kind of cool too, because there was times where, and still do, meaning back to, but never say never. That'd be awesome to live in Germany again. It really would. The goal now is, hey, in a couple of years, I want to be in Germany a lot.
Yeah. TLA, they have so many TLAs here, so you don't have to buy a property and let them manage it for you.
Right.
And it's so affordable.
And that's the thing. I want to keep my house here.
Yeah.
And just go enjoy myself in Germany.
Gotcha. Yeah.
You have some TLAs here.
Yeah, right. I'll come back to, I live near Daytona Beach. I'm about 62 miles away, but
nice.
Go to the beach a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go back to the Alps or Ryland Falls or somewhere.
Yeah.
And another place too, I really like. I finally made it. I finally made it to Freiburg.
Freiburg, yeah.
I went to. I've been by it before. Cars. It was intentional.
You loved it.
Yes, met a fellow YouTuber there, and it was great. It was great. My Freiburg video, I spent 2 days there, 3 or 2 days. And I found myself. There was a time where I took like groups of people, and I love that. I love people, but I'm going to the same place, which I love going to the same places because I love going to the same place. But the last couple of years, I've been, I need to branch out some. So, like Constance, I went to Lake Constance twice last year. Once with my whole family, and I went back again. And met one of my subscribers, Arno. If you're watching, hello, Arno. Wie geht es dir?
Hello, Arno.
Arno is a great guy. He's probably watched your videos too. Arno gets
around. Oh, cool.
Yeah, he gets around, and he's from that area. And and for years, probably 5 years, he goes, if you're ever in this area, let me know. I sent him an email almost probably a year ahead of time. Hey, my family and I, we're going to be in here. Well, cool deal. He scheduled time all day and took us all around. It was great.
Nice.
Then I went back in September. It was just me. It was a me trip. And I met him in Irvington. I'm saying it wrong. And it was the other side. It was right there on the lake, Constance.
Okay.
And oh man, that's some really good spaghetti ice there. And walked around, the lakeside and everything. He showed me where he went to his apprenticeship school. He says, my Mutter lives here. Took me to places. This is where I worked when I was a young man, and all that stuff.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. Meeting people. And
that is so awesome.
No doubt.
I'm looking forward to come back again.
Well,
Yeah.
we can't wait to see you and meet you in person.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. In closing, because I'm speaking of being respectful every time, we've been about an hour and 10 minutes, looks like.
Wow,
But
that's awesome. That's
that
great.
is. But I do want to ask this questions that I'm sure everybody wants to know. Where were you in Würzburg? When did you?
I was in Würzburg in 86, 87, 88, and 89. The summer of 89, we went back to Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was there in 88.
You were there in 88?
Yes, I was in Schweinfurt, but my headquarters was in Würzburg. I was third ID, third Infantry
Oh, yeah?
Division.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember going there and going to Würzburg, Würzburg.
Yep. Würzburg.
Yeah, Würzburg. Yes. And we had to like spend 2 days there watching the Artie Murphy videos and all that stuff, and then I got signed to Schweinfurt. I was at Leeward Barracks.
Yeah.
And, in fact, right where my building was, Building 210, is now it's torn down.
Yeah.
You remember Leeward being the
I do.
Okay, the dispensary here, and I know it's backwards from what you're looking at. Dispensary in that building right here, that was mine. I was our.
Was that right?
Yep. I was right next to that empty building that had the ski store underneath, a travel office.
Oh, I don't know if I've ever been there, but I know where the housing was in Schweinfurt.
Yeah, Asker Minor was across the street. But this was on post itself. We had the dispensary, and then my building. Well, it's now an international university. Well, I think it's awesome.
Oh, it's the
same in Würzburg.
Yes, and they tore down half of it. My half. And I was like, oh, but they're leaving the other half, the main building there, and all that stuff. And it's really cool to have an international university. I got another. You got to see it. Video where my son and I had my family there. We were staying. This is in 2021. We're staying downtown at the B&B in Schweinfurt, and I'm a let's go. You know, everybody's tired. Yeah. My son and I, let's go. We're going out.
That's cool.
So we took the car, went to Schweinfurt, and we're walking around. And the school's not open yet, but they're all the lights are on and everything. I'm like, this is where my building was and all that stuff.
That's cool.
Long story short, I was reminiscing. I said, hey, we used to walk over to McDonald's all the time. And, of course, that time I ate anything that moved. And I said, we ought to go over there and get a cheeseburger or two and everything. Well, long story short, when I left Leeward, well, of course, it's open. It's open now because everything. But I left. You couldn't cross the street because of the median. So I had to turn right and everything. And I turned left at the next light, and I made a U-turn in a parking lot. Okay. Next thing I know, this car, no markings at all, blocked me right in the road, and two guys are coming out. I'm in the van. Now, I'm an American, okay?
Yeah. Wow.
And when I'm in America,
with your son.
I have things with me. You know, but I don't have any things with me in Germany.
Right.
I see these two guys, no markings at all, come walking towards me. So I floored it. Boom! Went over the curb, turned around on Niederwernstrasse, and went down. The next thing you know, my son's like saying, Dad, they're chasing us. I'm like, oh, yeah? I feel like I'm in a movie. Yeah. And then right when I sped up even worse, I'm going really fast. Or neener.
What was it? Polizei?
And I'm like, what in the world?
It's a Polizei?
Polizei, unmarked.
Yeah. What?
And I got this on video, by the way.
Oh my gosh!
I'm talking about it and stuff.
Like a James Bond trip.
Oh, and so I pull in right next to Mickey D, and these guys come up like this. They're like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, my hands on the steering wheel. I said, "You spin Americana," like that, and he's chewing me out. Blah, 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 blah. I said, I did not know you were the police guy. I had no idea. He's feisty.
Yeah. He didn't show any marks.
And he goes, I said, I kept saying, "Tut mir leid." I didn't know you. He's like, calm down. He's like, now I see. He goes, why did you run? I said, because you didn't have no things. He goes, yeah. You're not supposed to do that. I said, well, you're not supposed to pull me. I wanted to say, you're not supposed to pull me over without no. There's no indication. He goes, you didn't give me a chance to. He was pulling it out. Well, when I see this.
Yeah, you're out. Yeah, you're from the States.
You're from the States, yeah.
You're like, I popped that curve.
Duck and roll.
Oh, man, my son, he still talks
I
about
bet your son was. Yeah, I bet your son was like traumatized.
Gosh, yes.
Well, not really. He had a smile on
No?
his face. He's like, "This is cool."
Oh, good for him.
I
That's
was sitting
great.
there. I was
Yeah, you're gripping
It's
the
like a
steering
video
wheel.
game for
I
him.
got you. No, I wouldn't.
It's like Grand Theft Auto for him.
but I was there when Monsters of Rock came.
Yeah, that
Okay.
was 88.
Yes.
Yes.
Kiss.
Yeah.
All of them. Slayer. Everybody.
Scorpions were there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Kiss was
Yeah.
unmasked and everything.
That was the unmasked Lick It Up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
was right
there.
when I was about to. Yeah, because I was there from 88, 89. Yeah, Kiss just took their masks off. That's right.
Yeah. And
Lick It Up.
the music convoy came around. And Depeche Mode came. They came in Schweinfurt. I saw Depeche Mode in Schweinfurt right there in the right in front of the Rathaus.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
And I was like, man, this is awesome.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
I got a lot of memories of Schweinfurt.
That's awesome. That's great.
A lot of good memories, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yes. And one more thing before we go on, I'm going to hold you up. I've been looking at your Instagram, and you did like a reunion. You were in front of the Würzburg sign. How long ago was that? You and a friend, the guy with the beard. Was that your?
That was
buddy?
Chris.
That's
Chris.
Chris.
Chris. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was,
we both went to Würzburg.
Yeah, that was 2022 when he was over here. Yeah, because I know my mom passed in 2022, so he was here. He saw her 2 months before she passed, so that was really cool for him to have been here to
be able to say
goodbye to her and everything. So that was really cool.
That is. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys,
that's Chris.
I'm going to go ahead and close out now. I want one more thing. I keep saying one more thing.
It's okay.
Tell us and everybody who's listening right now, what are your aspirations for your channel from this moment forward?
Yeah, you want to say something?
Well, Dave started this channel for Valentine. Oh no, it was Mother's Day.
Mother's Day
gift to me
back in 2019.
Yeah, he basically wanted. I have a huge family. I have 7 uncles and 5 aunts, most of whom which have passed since we've left, but I have a ton of cousins that went along with them that I grew up with too. So Dave made this channel for our family to be able to keep up with us and say hello and see what we're up to. And then it just turned into something where we were able to connect with other folks around here in the German area, answer any questions that they had, which made it was enjoyable for us. Yeah. So yeah, that's where, my part of it, but Dave really is the creator. He's the man behind the curtain.
Yeah. So I think video has been in my blood for years, before the channel and everything. Yeah. So this is it's a good outlet for me because I still have a lot of friends in the States 14. And even our family. We do this for our family so they can see what's going on over here.
Yeah.
Everyday living, because it was going to be like travel, but because we're living here, it's more now, like you read in the description, this is more of it's just like everyday life, and how we get through it. And our aspirations are probably just to, collaborate more. Just like you said, I mean, this is the first time we were ever been offered to collaborate. And there are other YouTubers here, with more of a following or whatever, but we do this for our family. And we also, if one video takes off, we're watching it on the big screen going, wait a minute, that's got like 1,000 views. Why? Yeah. And that's the video that I don't do any editing to. I just chop a little bit. But
right, it's amazing how that works.
It's the craziest thing because I can spend hours on one where I'm doing lots of little cuts, but then it's the one that I'm just talking, being myself, and that's more of what people are looking for, just something real that's not really glamorous or anything like that. It's just regular. And I think
real. It's real every day.
Yeah. What I'm going to start doing is spending more time. I'm just going to spend more time uploading more than just once a week because that's our thing.
Or make like a day in the week that he uploads. That way everybody can kind of depend on it.
I think I have to spend a little bit more time on it, but the goal is to just be continuous, consistent. Thank you.
Yeah, well,
be consistent instead of like sporadic.
I like to now. I put out videos usually on Saturday evenings, and I do this. We have a thing collaborating with other YouTube creators. We have a thing called the Saturday Spotlight.
Yeah,
we have a series of premieres. like
Okay.
from all genres. That's how we all get to know each other. We have people, cruising community, travel community, whatever, sharing the videos, and we make a playlist. Sherry, my friend Sherry, who lives in Missouri, she puts together this playlist. She has a live stream before it's the kickoff.
Oh.
She goes over this person's next. It's a series of premieres. So
Cool.
it's a premiere. Now it'd be kind of hard with y'all because it's usually Saturday evening and it's 6 hours.
Yeah.
But you could have guests premiere. Like I could say, hey, they're not in the chat, but what I'm trying to say is y'all are welcome to join that.
Cool.
And I could say in there, say, hey, Tom Jefferson here. Here they are. Welcome to the channel. Check. Subscribe to Heather and Dave.
Yeah.
Well, Dave was just on another podcast with a buddy of his.
Yeah, but that was Instagram. It was Instagram. Yeah, time differences.
So it's time difference, but I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. It's more of just like getting the word out that, we're here, and for those that want to come over, or for those that don't really know a lot about Americans living in Germany, we're just.
If they have any questions, we're always available. Yeah. And then also, we welcome you. If you're wanting to travel over here, we love having company. Yeah, that you see it on our site. Yeah, we have family and friends over all the time, at least 3 times a year.
My Facebook group, the Manifest German Darion, I don't know if you saw it. I shared one of your videos.
Yeah, thank you for doing that. That's awesome.
And I'll continue to do that too. So whenever you get a new video out, I'll post it on there.
We'll return the favor for sure.
Yeah, we'll post your videos as well. Like Dave will. Dave does all of the marketing stuff.
Oh, that's cool. And there's another couple that lives in your area.
In our area?
Yes. The traveling expats.
I think we did see traveling expats. Dave.
We collaborated once in person. We'll be doing it again too. And they live not too far out of K-Town.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I'll give them a look.
Yeah.
I'll check it.
These guys.
We'll look it up. Dave will look it up, and then we'll try to connect with them. Absolutely. Anybody that's near us, Dave usually tries to.
And one will be, he's a retired sergeant major.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And she's a retired DOD teacher.
That's really, I'm a substitute right now in the interim before I go in. Yeah, I'm teaching over at Ramstein High School. I can say that. But when I'm going into my new position in the interim.
If you want to work for Dodia, today.
There are so many certifieds right now substituting over at Dodia. It's not a secret because they're trying to get in to teaching at Dodia because it's really hard to get in.
It's hard to get in.
Even as a substitute, it's hard to get in. But I just got lucky. And then because I'm a vet. But I'm moving into more of my wheelhouse. But, working with the kids, I've been back and forth between the elementary school and the high school. To make a long story short, it has been such a joy. And I had no idea I was going to love teaching so much. So kudos to her. I think teachers are angels. They are secret angels.
She's on her. Little angel.
Nice. Well, this has been fun. We appreciate you.
Yes, we appreciate you. And it's so nice to meet you. One day we'll meet your wife and your family.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I'm going to ask you to hang tight when we close out here for a second. Okay. But thank you so much for being here. And again, you have a fan here, and I'll be watching your stuff. I guess it's catching up to do. But you know that thing called time. Time. Oh boy. But thanks so much for being here. And folks out there listening, as I said in the very beginning of this podcast, make sure go see Dave and Heather. Okay, right here, I'm going to have their link down in the description below. So scroll down, keep scrolling. Right there, boom. Have their link right there. Check them out. Tell them some guy named Darion who loves spaghetti eyes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, guys. I'm going to ask you to help me say goodbye. Okay. We're saying Dunkus and Tschüss together. Ready?
Yes.
On the count of 3. And it's not just Dunkus and Tschüss. You got to do it with some spunk.
So it's Dunkus
and Tschüss.
Okay.
Right. You ready?
Yeah.
Are you up for the challenge?
Yes.
Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dunkus and Tschüss. Spaghetti eyes.
Cheers.
Bye, guys.
Bye.